Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another Baz versus Food spicy food challenge. Spicy food challenge. Excuse me, I just got a little burp there. Just got a beer on the go at the moment. But yeah, we're back with another one now, and it's the final one of the three items that I bought a few weeks ago. I actually went and got the mac and cheese, the Pepper X mac and cheese, and I picked up this at the same time. Went back and got the tikka because I couldn't get hold of it at the time. So I've done the mac and cheese, completed it, Pepper X. I've done the Pepper X chicken tikka masala, completed it. And now we're on to the last one, another one from Iceland. This is part of their scarily spicy range, and this is their pork belly slices. Now, it's a 330ml pack of pork belly, which I've got 5 pieces in there. I thought there was about 7 to start off with, but there's 5 in there. This is made with fiery Carolina Reaper hot chilies. So it's 5 on the chili scale. Not sure what this coming at. I think about £3.50, £4 for these. So yeah, this is what we're going to have a go at. They're cooked now and they're in the oven just staying warm. Now it says cook from frozen. Fan assisted oven at 180 for 22 minutes. You can defrost them. Now what I've done is I've defrosted them and I've cooked them low and slow. So I've put them in a 140 centigrade fan oven for an hour and a half. So they've cooked nice and slow, and I've whacked them under the grill and cooked them both sides there just to get some crispness on the pork belly slices. Now, when I put them in for 140, I kept them in the tray they come in, and it was recommended that you, not on the pack, I looked this up on the internet, I think it's BBC Good Food, just for doing normal ones. It recommends wrapping this tray up in foil and just cooking them like that, which is what I done. But what happens then is you do get a lot of juice and a lot of sauce and a lot of fat that sort of comes out. So what I done, because I didn't want any of that to go to waste, was I put the actual pork belly slices then on a tray in the grill, and I scooped all the sauce and the chilies and everything out and basted one side, let it grill, and then basted the other side to let it grill. So we're not losing too much flavour there. I have had some because I lick the spoon as I do, just to try it. So yeah, they're in the oven now, 5 of them. We are going to have a go at eating this. Do I think I'm going to do it? Well, I've got to admit, from the taste I've had, they are hot, but I think I'm going to do this quite convincingly, to be honest. So I will pause the camera. I'm going to take this into the kitchen, come back with the belly slices. Now that's how much beer is left. So that is, I'm hoping to get these eaten and not touch that. That's not the plan. I actually got that just to have a drink beforehand. So let me go to the oven, get them out, and then we'll crack on with this Baz versus Food challenge. Right, we're back. We're back. Belly slices on the plate. Put them on the plate. There was a bit of fat on the tray where I've grilled them. Poured that on as well. So I will try and show you here. There we go. There's the 5 pork belly slices. Hopefully you can see some of the grease on there, which I drizzled over. But nice and crispy by the looks of it. And to be honest, when I was trying to pick them up, I'm not sure there's a massive amount of meat on it, to be honest. I think this is going to be mostly fat, which is all the good stuff, but the bad stuff as well. But it did seem nice and tender. So there we go. 5 pork belly strips, Carolina Reaper. Second hottest chili in the world, now behind Pepper X. Baz versus Food. The challenge is to eat all this. So let's crack on. This is where you get to watch me eat me dinner. So let's crack on. There we go. You might say, oh, that's burnt. I'm going to say that's got a nice crisp to it. Let's dive in. Cooked nicely. Now the heat's just coming in. Not too bad though, it's got to be said. Nice little fruity note. They are tasty. Definitely a barbecue thing. I don't know if that's just a weak one There is a little bit of heat there, but nothing sort of major. Maybe this is just a lucky one. Now there's a bit more heat on that bit. So I think what I'm going to have, there's going to be some ups and downs with this. I think it depends on how much chili is on each part. That's quite a hot bit, but definitely not unbearable. Remember, this is still hot from coming out of the oven, so that's going to add a bit. Now that last mouthful there, that did feel quite spicy, As you can see, that's looks like it's a lot of fat on there, but should be cooked to perfection. Literally just disintegrate in your mouth. This is why I got a big fat belly. But the heat here, again, that part, not so bad. Will the fat sort of dilute that heat? Quite possibly. Like I say, cooked to perfection. Bit of burn there. Caught me on the back of the throat, that did. But these are real, I've got to say, it's not really much of a challenge. Will it get harder as we go along? Possibly. I've probably eaten the two smallest ones. But there's nothing really scary there. It's spicy, yeah. But it feels like I've reached that point. Again, a little bit on that one. Felt a little bit sort of spicier. My mouth is hot. I'm not going to lie to you there. My mouth is hot. I would say that last mouthful just started to maybe give me a little bit of a sweat. But me personally think this is a pleasurable sort of hot. You're getting some nice fruity notes. The pork belly is very nice, bear with me. Sorry about that, I had to pause it then. Somebody knocked at the door and there's a parcel. And it kind of looks like it's for me. And I think the missus mentioned about getting me a Christmas present the other day. Be ironic, wouldn't it? It turns up when she's not here and I'm here. Anyway, where were we? I'd eaten two of them. I'd got down to the last three. I've nearly munched my way through the last three. I think, as I was saying, it's a pleasurable heat. There's a nice fruity note, which is what you get from the Carolina Reaper. I'll tell you what, bloody tasty though. On to the fourth one. I've got to say, it's not really a challenge. It doesn't seem like much of a challenge, to be honest. There we go, look at that. It's just pork belly with a nice spicy kick. But you can tell it's Carolina Reaper. That little bit of a fruity note. It wouldn't surprise me actually if there was habanero in there, because habanero is quite a fruity chili. There we go. But honestly, it's a little bit easy. It's a nice pleasurable heat. Would I recommend anyone buying them? If you like pork belly, yeah, I would. Because it definitely goes with the pork belly, that Carolina Reaper. Hot bit there. Felt that on the back of the throat. But I can't really say I'm getting much of a sweat on. This one seems a little bit more spicier. So maybe this had a bit more Reaper chili on it when I put first sort of glazed it. Mouth is starting to get a good tingle on. A little bit of a run on the nose there. So maybe this one had all the spice. Yeah. I'd recommend people get them if you like pork belly and you like a bit of heat. They're very tasty. Do I think the way I cooked it has maybe taken away some of the heat? I may have lost some. Maybe some of that heat has got a little bit diluted with the fat and that. But as I said, when they were cooked in the tray, I basted the pork belly, both sides, one side at a time. So all that stuff that's come out of the meat and what have you, and off the pork chops, is all on there anyway. And even the bit of grease and fat that was on the tray, thinking that, you know, the oil is going to be Carolina Reaper, even poured that on. But if I'm honest, it's got a bit of kick to it, but not unpleasant, quite pleasurable really. You get that it's Carolina Reaper, but you don't really get sort of battered by full-on Carolina Reaper. Now, a few people said, or one in particular, about the Pepper X challenge. Oh, there isn't much in there. Well, I'll tell you what, compared to this, that is rocket fuel, because this has been easy. Last mouthful. Little bit of a kick there. That bit I just swallowed. We'll wipe round the plate, try and get as much of that heat there. There we go. So, summary. Or should we forget the summary? Baz versus food. Baz versus the scarily spicy pork belly slices, Carolina Reaper ones from Iceland. Baz wins very convincingly. That was rather easy, it's got to be said. Even to the point that I'm licking the knife, getting the flavour off. Very tasty, it's got to be said. There is a nice heat there. A cool marita, probably struggle with it, but if you do like quite a warm curry, I think you could cope with that easy enough. But that was my summary actually. I don't even know what I'm doing now, do I? I'm just talking bollocks. Baz versus food. Carolina pork belly slices. Do one. You're not hot enough for me. Come back when you're ready. So let's hope there's some more Pepper X meals coming soon to Iceland so I can challenge myself. But on this occasion, Baz won. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.